People from all over the world are coming to the small town of Lotus looking for something that's out of this world. But leave it to a lady who happened to be walking her dog who found a 17-gram meteorite. 17 grams equal to just over a tablespoon of sugar, but when it comes in the form of an asteroid, its weight has no boundaries.
I was lucky, blessed, good karma. It was sitting there at my toes like an Easter egg.
An egg? More like a diamond in the rough. In this case, that gem from outer space was at the Henningsen Lotus Park, a park Brenda Salveson brings her kids and collie to nearly every day.
I'm not a rock hound. I'm not a geologist or an astronomer.
She's a stay-at-home mom whose popularity took orbit when a meteor blew up in our atmosphere a couple weekends ago. That blast created a modern-day gold rush in gold country.
I've been after it for my third day now, and I found one little piece of like 1 gram.
I was real excited for this. I was much more excited for my wife's find, though, when she found her meteorite.
Gold is so 1840s. Meteorites are now the modern treasure. A couple thousand or so people from as far as Australia and Canada have descended, practically doubling the population of Lotus. Geologists, treasure hunters, scientists all took a look at Brenda's find and
I opened my hand and there was a huge gasp.
Scientists say what she had in her hands could be 4 to 6 billion years old. So what does an Earthling do with something that's been cruising the galaxy longer than our sun? Take it to her kid's school for show and tell, of course.
A little freaky when I shared it in my class.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Even cooler, valued at $1,000 a gram. But Brenda's not ready to part with what she considers a gift from above. There are plenty of rocks around here for people to sift through, so how do you know which one's really a meteorite? Brenda had geologists and NASA scientists confirm that hers was from an asteroid, and they all say the chances of that happening, astronomical. They were leaving this rural foothills community of Valley Springs, excited for a girls' night out. Mom and daughter on their way here to Power Bounce Pavilion for the Taylor Swift concert. But they only got about halfway there, hit by a drunk driver off Liberty Road. That wreck set the stage for a sweet surprise several months later. While Taylor Swift sang her heart out, Michelle and her 13-year-old daughter Summer were being pulled from this smashed-up SUV.
I could see him like passed out at the wheel, and if I could see him like coming closer and then actually hitting us, and it was really scary.
Yeah, it was like having a runaway train behind us.
It was a very bad scene. I would say probably one of the worst that I've seen.
And one of Officer Mike Lowry's most memorable. Because of the way Summer, all scarred up, still smiled.
It was like she was trying to be the strong one to not let her parents know even how hurt she was.
Despite being physically hurt, emotionally traumatized, and heartbroken over missing a concert she waited 9 months for.
Well, good evening, Sacramento!
Taylor Swift tickets.
Her mom got her these tickets for Christmas.
That's actually blood on there from the thing.
Oh, no. That's the most telling part of it.
For months, Officer Lowry's been trying to contact Taylor Swift, hoping to secure a surprise for a special girl who captured his heart. But this multi-award-winning global sensation is kind of hard to reach. So Lowry asked CBS 13 for help. We called our CBS radio partner KNCI 105.1, and they had the in with Taylor's people. And while we were talking to Summer and her mom, I just got an email.
Oh, come on.
Things work quick in this industry.
You're going to kill me here.
Taylor Swift's staff said if Taylor comes to Sacramento in 2013, Summer will be going. You know, I'll allocate some tickets and passes for them to see Taylor. We can always get her something personalized and signed from Taylor if that would help. That's so awesome.
All I can say is that's awesome. That is the greatest thing in the world. I can't believe how fast you work.
Thank you. It's all because of you.
I know.
It's hard to stop staring. This baby bear hangs onto garage tracks, flings its legs around, trying to find solid ground. Oh, it sees the ladder, probably the same one it used to get up there. 1 try, 2 tries, and it sticks. Down the ladder goes baby into mama's massive yet loving arms.
I had one foot in the door here, so I had an easy exit plan.
This cub's commotion captured by Judy Coover.
I was tempted to just go and pick him up, but I thought, no, you know, where there's a baby bear, there's a mama bear.
Yes, a 500 to 600 pound mama feet away trying to open the garage.
It lifted like about maybe a foot off the ground, and then it slammed back shut. Lifted up, slammed back shut.
Several tries before Big Bad Bear got a good grip. Judy tells us this garage door's manual. You can see the dent right here. The mom must have had to stick her claws underneath. It's really heavy, so she must have used the strength of, well, a bear to get this thing open. Judy got pictures of Mom, the acrobatic one, and another youngin escaping into the El Dorado National Forest. Little do they know they're international stars. This video taking off almost as quickly as the bears did.
I had friends calling me and they go, this is going to go viral. And I'm like, what's viral?
Judy's certainly got a crash course. This still photographer posts plenty on her website, but it's this video that's getting her worldwide attention.
Thousands and thousands of emails and comments from YouTube.
And you would think coming this close to a cub this curious is a rare bear encounter, but it's happened to Judy before. About 8 years ago, this big one barged in, but he could never make it big in Hollywood the way this cute character already has. His focus never falters. He knows he's getting stronger with every weighted dip.
Nothing's really going to stop you unless you let it.
Tyler Bray moves with a mesmerizing motion.
If there was a push-up record, I'd try to break it.
His push-ups as impressive as his bench press. Tyler sets the bar high with his upper body strength, because frankly, that's all he's got, lifting at the level of a champion despite disability.
I can't really use my hamstrings. I have my quads so I can extend.
Born with spinal bifida, Tyler only knows life without walking, but that's never kept him chained down.
There's nothing physically that's stopping you. It's your own mind stopping you. Boom, and then down to a push-up.
As a personal trainer, his clients can't really complain. If he can do it from a wheelchair, then they really don't have an excuse.
I was raised to believe that you don't settle for less than you're capable of.
And he proves that on the mat.
Some people totally underestimate me.
Wrestling since 7th grade, Tyler on his knees brings down opponents from their feet to their backs.
I can't do it perfectly the way that an able-bodied person can, so I have to adjust it. So then when I get out in a match, the move is really surprising to people.
That's also how he tackles jiu-jitsu.
I just figure out a way to make it work. You know, I don't really view it as a disability, just kind of a challenge.
He sees his condition as an advantage, a remarkable outlook that pushed him to powerlifting.
It makes my mind a little more creative than most people's, I guess.
Yes, there's more to Tyler. He's competed around the world in bench press on the U.S. Paralympic team, lifting an impressive 370 pounds.
If you don't succeed, it's because you didn't try hard enough, or you gave up just before you were about to accomplish it.
He also believes in his clients and the Rockland High wrestlers he coaches, sharing with them the power of mind over body when you have the heart. Okay, Tyler's now putting me to work. What are we doing here?
Let's get 10 more.
All right. So he does have goals of getting as many people to reach their full fitness potential, but Tyler doesn't stop there. He also wants to be a world champion in jiu-jitsu, and I have a feeling you have a pretty good shot. Thanks for the workout.
Nice job.
Awesome.
It was no bull. That was one lucky animal because it had the UC Davis vet team on its side. They're actually the inventors of this, a harness that's intended to pull these large animals out of wells and canals. But there's one catch. Last night's rescue certainly did not involve some calm horse. It was a pretty angry animal. Don't let his big brown eyes fool you. This 1,500-pound rodeo bull may have some beef. He's stuck in a well, fuming, splashing, ready to buck. Even a pro matador wouldn't stand a chance. But firefighter Bryce Mitchell signed up to go head to hoof.
We're kind of concerned with its tendency to explode on you?
Yeah, it is an angry animal, but Bryce, a member of the vet emergency response team, is brave enough to harness up and hop in. There was no pulling this bull by the horns. Bryce went into the well to wrap a strap around the bull's big old body.
The concern was not to get locked or squished.
Lucky for Bryce, a UC Davis vet, Dr. Cheryl Ellis, mastered the perfect cocktail to keep the bull from putting up a fight as the tow truck and crane brought the bovine out.
They never came close to getting injured because he was at a good plane of sedation. He was awake during the whole time, but calm.
Dr. Ellis trained students and firefighters at UC Davis for scenarios just like this.
Within 10 minutes, he was up and walking away. Could not have gone better.
All's well that ends well at the well.
He's probably got a little bit of a headache, but he's doing good.
And for this 10-year veteran firefighter, this rumble on a ranch earned him some serious cowboy cred, but not enough to get him in a rodeo ring anytime soon.
No background with rodeo, but you know, it's about kind of being aggressive.
Yeah, he was aggressive. He certainly had the right tools because these animals get caught in wells and canals very often, not always with that best outcome. So coming up at 6, we'll get to the meat of the strategy that really saved that bull's life.
Ba-dum-bum. Thank you, Neda. Appreciate it. See you at 6 with that.
A little caffeine, always great when you're out on the slopes, but at this particular Starbucks, they're bringing a whole new meaning to iced coffee. They brewed up a plan to please the caffeine junkies, a sort of drive-through you can slide through.
You can get your caffeine fix without taking off your ski gear.
Your latte stirred and served while you're still strapped in. Does it take a lot of talent to ski while drinking coffee?
Yes, I would say so. It's not for everybody.
You don't have to ski with coffee in hand. Some guests tend to chill outside, enjoying the novelty of the world's first ski-through, and it's something this supervisor says he brags about.
Bragging rights, for sure. We have the first. We are the first.
You don't even have to get off of the trails. You just ski over, grab a coffee, and then get back on the chairlift. Couldn't be better.
Inspired by base jumper JT Holmes, who was skiing with Squaw Valley's owner and CEO one morning with coffee in hand. The Squaw execs thought coffee on the run would be just the jolt the resort needs.
We went to Starbucks and said, you know, we'd really like to make this happen, and they bought into the idea.
Can't wait to check it out.
And you have your Starbucks now?
I sure do.
Did you go the regular way and actually walk in?
Actually, they delivered it to my room this morning.
A year in the works, and now your grande half-calf skinny vanilla can be whipped up at the window. Make that on ice. It can also be a drive-through window, but you're gonna need one of these.